be designing a character of mine for a comic called Ruins of a Fantasy that I'm currently making, and it will be up on Webtoons. So I'll probably post another video about that when the time comes. But for now, I need to design this character, and so I decided why not share the process since I just really needed a color palette. So on the side, you could see I have already sketched the character, so that's what the character is going to look like. There are some adjustments that I needed, but I will also put that in this video. Um, Sorry if I sound a little nasally, I'm a little sick. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of doing colors and trying to figure that out. So I'm going to be pulling up some references here soon, so that way I can have that. Yeah, I'll probably will be doing more videos like this. This video actually came from my live stream, which is why there's the little icon and also the cooking stream at the top. So if you want to, you could follow my Twitch. It's twitch.tv/DramaYomaStraws. It's the same. But if you want to see me live, I will be trying to get a schedule and start doing more frequent streams there. So yeah, I will start doing them frequently, and I'll probably end up making them into videos like this, like I'm doing for this one. Here are some of the references that I pulled up. I really like this one, and I explained kind of on stream that I was going for like that halo look, and one of the colors that I really enjoy are blue and gold. That's a really good combination that I enjoy. I got these references off of Pinterest, so I just put the tag and the name of the people that I got them from because I wasn't sure exactly where they were from. One of them looked like an adoptable from DeviantArt, so I put that's what the names are. So here I'm just sketching out a basic character. I'm not going for a full finished image on this one. I just really wanted to get like a basic shape because I just wanted to work on the color palette for this character because I'm currently coloring the character. So I needed to figure out what colors I wanted the character to be and a little bit more of the details on the actual costume because the sketches that I did were in the middle of class. And I erased right there because I realized I was drawing on the wrong layer, like always. So here I'm going in to try to figure out the colors. This character is sort of a mix between the Grim Reaper and a Giver of Life. So I kind of wanted to give a black coat or a darker colored coat, but I wasn't really sure which color I wanted to go for. So here it's very, very nuanced, but there actually is two different shades of black on the screen. It can be kind of difficult to tell, but I was debating between the two colors of black, even though they were about like 2 points off, because I'm picky like that. So here I'm putting in the face and just filling in the cloak because I want it all to be kind of a solid color except for those that I've marked out. So that's what I'm kind of doing here. I did want the cloak to be a little bit flowy and not heavy looking, but definitely weighing. So this character is involved in a lot that goes on in the world. I forgot the headdress as well for this character. I wouldn't call it a headdress, but it's similar to a halo. It does follow them. It's not attached to them, it floats behind them. But I forgot that in the sketch, so I was adding it there. And here I wanted to have some gold accents, and I decided to go with the paler gold, and I'm adding the necklace, similar to like a rosary around the character's neck. And here I was playing around with how I wanted their design to look, and how I wanted the sashes to look, because I was at first just going with that pale gold and just making the lines similar to how you would with like armor, but and I was debating making those into chains, but here I noticed on one of my sketches the sash like look that one of them had, and I really liked how that looked, so I wanted to emphasize that more instead of doing the chain like lines. So I went with that, and I followed that down through to the train of the cloak, which is what this is, and so it follows that line. And here I'm filling it in and messing with the colors. I started with dots because I thought it would be a nice tie-in to another set of characters that I don't show here, but you will see in the comic when it comes out. But I thought it would be a nice tie-in because those characters do have those dots, or those similar dots on their face. But as I was going through it, I realized I didn't really like the way that looked. Um, so I'll change it later. And here I'm just kind of putting more details and seeing where I could add a few more. This is for a comic, so I didn't want to put too many details because I don't want to overdo it. Because I will, with comic characters, you do have to draw them over and over again. So often, if you have smaller details, you can forget them. And so I didn't want to put that because I am a very forgetful person. So I wanted to make something simple, but at the same time, intriguing to look at. So here I'm messing with the color of the sashes and playing around with how I wanted them to look. And here I am erasing the previous color and going in with the lines. Because knowing me, I knew those dots were going to be a little too complicated for me, and I probably would forget them later on because I did vary the sizes. So doing a more simpler strip of color was going to be a lot more easier for me to remember down the line. And it's still intriguing enough because I did decide to also lead it down into the train, similar to what I did before. So now it's like layering, which I do think is more visually interesting than what I had before, where it was just the one solid color. I think the two colors tie in much better. And so now I'm doing the crown halo in the background. It's pretty simple, just the pale gold again with candles. Nothing too complicated there. Oh, next is the face. So the face I struggled with for a while, as you see, because as I was looking at my sketches, which you see me kind of pan off to the side, I was looking and seeing I had two different designs that I had used. So the first one was those tears that were streaming down the face, and then the second was this look, which is the one I decided to go with, which is more of like an owl-like look. Oh, there are the tears that I was talking about. But I didn't like the way that it looked because it reminded me a lot of the Punisher and, or was not the Punisher, I forgot what character it was. It reminded me a lot of a different character as well as the crying child from FNAF, so I decided to not go with that one and instead go with this because it reminded me a lot of an owl, which is what I had originally intended when I first sketched it, because this character does kind of have a lot of wisdom. They're the mentor character in my story, so I did want them to have that sort of owl-like reminiscence in them. And so here I'm filling out the sleeves and just kind of making those solid colors and drawing in the bones of the character. I have to go back to my anatomy, and I was counting my fingers trying to remember how many bones. I don't think I got them all right on the hands, but it doesn't really matter. It was just kind of a basic sketch to get a general idea. This isn't going to be finalized in any sort of way. I'm not going for a finished look. I'm just kind of trying to get the rough in. So I finished the basic body, and I wanted to also include the staff that I will be having for him as well. Just so I can have it for reference because I'm doing everything, so might as well include that. So I decided to go with some gold accents on the brown wood, and I put shading on the staff. I'm not really sure why. I think it was just because I was the colors were in the same range, so it was kind of blending for me. So I do like the color blue a lot, so I did add that in. To kind of contrast it, and it also matched, and again that was kind of one of the things that I wanted to include in there. And so I'm just kind of adding the little details to the rest of the piece, or to the rest of their design. I was adding a few more hidden nuanced ones, like different colors in the rosary chain, and fixing up those chains that I had earlier, and adding some accents to the sleeves. Just little details that I think really enhanced the piece overall, or the design overall. So yeah, this is the final for the character, and this is the design that I'm going to be using in the comic. I hope you enjoyed watching my process. I will be making more videos probably like this. I do have an animation on the way. I explained this on the live stream, but if you weren't there, I can explain it here too. The animation kind of got delayed due to a mild health scare involving my wrists, and as an artist, your wrists are super important. But I had a mild scare with um, possible nerve damage, but I'm in the clear. Everything's good. I don't want to worry anyone. I'm fine. I've been taking care of it. I've been resting a lot more, but that was kind of a wake up call for me in realizing how hard I was pushing myself in terms of creating. Even though a lot of stuff didn't get put out, I was working basically day and night with very little rest, which is not good. So don't be like me. But yeah, so I am going to be slowly working on that in the background. So I do want to get some more videos like this. And like I said, I will be trying to stream more often and get a schedule going on Twitch so that way I can have content in that sense. That's going to be a little bit more rough, but it would be cool to interact with people live. I probably will be working on my comic as well as some other things like homework assignments for animation, which is always fun to work on because I do have some of those coming up. So if you feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe to help support the channel so I can share this awesome stuff with you and keep you updated on when the comic is going to be released. I am very excited to share that with you. I've been working on this comic for a very long time, and this character, while they play a more subtle role, they are really important. So I'm very glad that I now finally have a very good reference for them, and I'm not just pulling out of my brain. I have something solid for them. But yeah, I'm really excited to share that with you guys. And I'll make a video probably when it comes out. But so yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed my content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.